One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Yellow Jackets ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Let's talk about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Ace to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So Georgia Tech's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows.
Oh, he dropped it! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Finds the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Finds his tight end. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts out front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up in different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got rid of it just in time. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. From the gun, running back on the move. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Got a first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Auburn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. There he goes. Just keeps moving. Bulldozes his way through. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Looking left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. That's reeled in. It's Algier. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. They boot it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Offense in a bunch formation. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Isaac. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Back open in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, looking to pass. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The give to the back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Zings it complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Off the play fake on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Going to the running game. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Pressure coming. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to throw on first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Gets the back moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes a grab over the middle. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. That brings him to within one. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab down the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Isaac.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Yellow Jackets get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. At the 45 on his way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arizona State is up big right now, and honestly, it feels like the Forks have been up since the opening kick. They're up 14 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Algier. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Grabbed over the middle. It's Potts. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. Got to quarterback. He can fall forward. He can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short yards...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Snap it to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Yellow Jackets are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The give out of the gun. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Touchdown, Bama! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they did have to knock free the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll send the back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Unloads quickly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. Punt is on its way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the defense pays that blitz off with just what you want, putting the O in 3rd and long.
And a lot of people get conservative on 3rd and long and drop a lot of people. I like bringing pressure. Tell the QB, you better get the ball out of your hand fast because we're coming for you. The blitz gets home. Nice job by the defense being aggressive on 3rd and long.
And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fears the pressure. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Flips it out to the back. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The kick is on its way. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.